Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Presidential Vetoes. It's a brand new week. Today is May 17th. It's Monday. And today we're talking about a very interesting man, someone you probably know from history class. And, my channel, we talked about him twice, and now we're talking about him for a third time. Today we're talking about Lincoln's vice president and successor, Andrew Johnson. Now, here's the thing. For this week's episodes, because all these presidents have had a lot of vetoes, I'm going to try to chop it down as much as I possibly can. So we're only going to get through a couple. But, yeah. It's especially on Friday. You'll find out. But today we're talking about Andrew Johnson, and he has a total of 29 vetoes, and he has 15 that were overridden by Congress. Yeah, and he has the current record for the most vetoes that were overridden by Congress. It still stands after over 150 years. Yeah. So, in order to save time, that way I don't have you guys sit here for like 20 minutes, which, I don't think it's fair. I'm just going to briefly go over like 12, because, that seems fair. But I just want to mention that he has 29 vetoes, and 15 of them were overridden by Congress. And one of them was very important to keep in mind of the 12 we're going to talk about today. Because it involves in one video, actually for both of my videos on Andrew Johnson. But anyways, let's just cut right to the chase. Alright. So, first off, number 1, to establish a bureau for the relief of freedmen and refugees. An override attempt was failed in the Senate with a vote of 30 to 18. Number 2, that was on February 19th of 1866. Number 2, it was the Civil Rights Act of 1866 to protect all persons in the United States and their civil rights and furnish the means of their vindication. That veto was overridden by Congress. In the Senate, it was 33 to 15. And in the House, it was 122 to 41. Yeah. That happened on March 27th of 1866. Number 3. For the admission of the state of Colorado into the Union. That occurred on May 15th of 1866. No override attempt was made for that one. Number 4. To enable the New York and Montana Iron Mining and Manufacturing Company to purchase a certain amount of the public lands not now in market. That was vetoed on June 15th of 1866. No override attempt was occurred. Number 5, to continue enforce and amend an act entitled An Act to Establish a Bureau of Relief of Freedmen and Refugees and for other purposes. It was overridden by the House and the Senate. In the House, it was, 103 to 33, and in the Senate, it was 33 to 12. And that occurred on July 16th of 1866. Number 6, erecting the territory of Montana into a surveying district, which occurred on July 28th of 1866. Number 7, for the admission of the state of Nebraska into the Union, which occurred on July 28th of 1866. Number 8, relating to the building lately occupied for a national fair in aid of the orphans of soldiers and sailors of the United States. That was pocket vetoed. The other one, number 7, was also pocket vetoed. I forgot to mention that. And that occurred on July 28th of 1866. Number 9, to regulate the elective franchise in the District of Columbia. That veto was overridden by Congress. It was 29-10 in the Senate and 112 to 138 in the House. It occurred on January 5th of 1867. Number 10, for the admission of the state of Colorado into the Union. That occurred on January 28th of 1867. There was a failed attempt to override in the Senate, and that vote was 29-19. So, yeah. Number 11, for the admission of the state of Nebraska into the Union. That occurred on January 29th of 1867. It was overridden by both houses of Congress. In the Senate, it was 31-9, and in the House, it was 120-44. And the last one we're going to talk about today, at least for this video, and for your guys' sake and mine, number 12, the Tenure of Office Act. Does that sound familiar? Relating the tenure of certain civil offices. That one was overridden by Congress, which in the Senate it was 35-11, and in the House it was 138-40. The Tenure of Office Act was the main reason why Johnson got impeached, and he was acquitted by the Senate by 1 vote. So, yeah. Oh boy, the next couple episodes are going to be hell, but we'll roll with it. That's all I have for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Sorry this one was kind of long. I was trying to keep everything underneath 10 minutes as much as I possibly can. Hopefully you guys learned something. I know it's a whole lot more for Johnson, but, you know, I'm just trying to cut as many down as I can to save time. So, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. We talk about Ulysses S. Grant. Stay cool, stay tuned.